Hey Seth, after the first two preseason games, what's your focus going into Wednesday in terms of an area to improve or something to sharpen? What's your top goal going into Wednesday?
I think just the same mindset I've had all preseason, or all training camp and preseason, which is just finding ways to help our offense with spacing and try finding areas to get my shots. I know as long as I can find consistent ways to get good looks for myself, then that'll help the offense and I'll shoot the ball well. So just trying to get used to playing with the guys and get used to our spacing and just uh, making a work in progress every time we step on the floor to somehow find a way to get better.
Next up, Rich Hoffman.
Hey Seth, I know you guys only had everybody for the first game. Joel didn't play in the second game, but I guess specifically with that starting group, what do you think you saw from the early play? What do you think you guys can improve on going into the season? Your general thoughts on that?
We have a lot we can improve on. It's kind of just a new group together and getting used to playing with each other. So I think defensively we were pretty good in stretches, especially that first game when we had Joel out there. And our transition and our up-tempo play was really good for us. And we kind of struggled in the half court at times, but, that's never going to be good off the rip and for the first couple weeks together. So I think we got a lot of potential in that on both ends of the floor, and it should be a good group for us.
Do you tend to think that the half-court offense is the hardest thing to get together, or is that different for different groups?
I think, yeah. I think any team, the half-court offense is going to be tougher just because defenses have the other team has their defense set, and especially with us who have two guys who are bigger and play in the paint, we have to get used to playing with each other and knowing where guys are going to be on the floor and knowing when to give guys space to make plays. So it's tough because usually we have that first month or so of playing pickup and being around each other and knowing how guys play, and we're kind of doing that on the fly in training camp in the first only two preseason games. So it's very different.
Let's go to Martin Arducci next.
Hey Seth, being new to the system, are you near the point where you're more reacting instead of thinking, or are you still trying to digest all this new system in?
I've definitely been thinking a lot, and like I said, just knowing where different guys are on the floor is going to be the biggest thing for me, because certain times I'm not used to Ben being in places that he is on the floor and where he likes to touch the ball, and also how Joel likes to play pick and rolls and dribble handoffs and stuff. So it's a little bit foreign to me, but I'm getting better every day as we go along, and eventually one of these days it'll click for us, and I think I'll be playing with a little bit more instinct instead of, like you said, thinking about where the ball should go next.
Next up is Paul Hunter.
Hey Seth, you just touched on Joel Embiid and like the dribble handoff, the two-man game with you and him. Obviously, him and JJ had a lot of success when JJ was here, and Joel has said that he would kind of like to, he could see potential for a similar thing. Have you seen that in practice, and have you studied at all kind of what him and JJ had back then?
Yeah, I've looked at some things on film, and we worked on it in practice. I'm a different player than JJ, so I'm not going to do it in the same sense, but I think that first preseason game we had a little stretch there where we played a lot of pick and roll, me and Joel, and got some good stuff off of it. And like I said, the more I get used to playing with him and we get our spacing down packs to where I can get in the lane and make plays for him and for other guys, and we're going to get a lot better as we go along.
And just to follow up on that, do you feel, because you are, like you said, you and Jay are definitely different players, and you probably have more ball handling in your game. Do you feel more comfortable with the pick and rolls in the DHOs, or is it for you just kind of whatever works?
I think it's 50-50. I think right now I've just been used to a little bit more pick and roll, just the system I was in last when I had the ball. But dribble handoff's not too different. The more I do it and work on it, and like I said, the more I learn the places that Joel likes to be at, then I get better and our offense will look better in the half court.
Thank you.
Last one, Rob Manoff. Go ahead, Rob.
Hey Seth, how you doing? The team drafted a couple of young guys that can shoot a little bit. Is there anything that you kind of help them with, helping them find their spots or their form or anything like that to kind of guide them from, the college to the pros?
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a lead by example type of guy, and I've obviously given the young guys some pointers here and there. But I'm over the past couple weeks, I've been shooting a lot with Isaiah Joe after practice, and he's kind of been tailing along, and you can tell he's learning some stuff. So, anytime those guys ask me questions, I'm there to help them, and we got a lot of young guys with a lot of potential and that can really do some good things. So, we've been pushing each other in practice.
Thanks, Seth. Appreciate you.
Yep.